Alright everybody, here's my full clear on my Dolphin account. Feel free to skip ahead if you want to see like Pacific Chambers. But we're starting out on floor 9 right here. Picking my team. Generally I kinda like my original team that I fell in love with. We got Hu Tao, Xing Shou, Zhongli, and eventually I will find Kazuha right here. For my second team, I went with Raiden, Child, Zhangling, and Bennett. So, let's go ahead and get this started. 9 and 10 are kind of like your starter in Game Abyss, so I don't really care about the cards. I think that one was like energy recharge, so it's nice and it helps so I can do my ultimates better, but my team's like so strong that it really doesn't matter. I'm just kind of like Hu-Taoing all over the people, you know, pyro, so pretty much just everyone's just like instantly dying with one charge attack. I got Zhongli over here, he's rocking the Staff of Homa, so he's already really powerful. And just clearing through this one pretty easily. So this is just a simple, just like, well, I'm just trying to find the enemies and kill them fast. Ideally, you don't want to be outside the circle because you take more damage, but Hu Tao being under 50% is great, so I don't really care. I'm just actually trying to take damage, so I can just do more damage. And this one I could have played a little better. Like, I should have been able to break that shield a lot easier. This one I was almost thinking like, oh crap, I'm gonna die. Like I ended up doing this really late last night. I had to finish it before the Spiral Abyss reset, so there's a few mistakes that I made here, but here's the next floor. Start out with that Bandit Burst, get Child to hit them all with a little symbol on them. The more people there, the more damage that does. And Zhangling, and then just riding it up. I always want to make sure you have your Zhangling in your Bandit circle, so that way it snapshots and has more attack on its ultimate. But as you see, clean that up pretty easily. Again, don't really care too much about these cards. This one I always just find fun because all I gotta really do is just kind of like gather them up. Do Kazuha ults. Pretty much they're already just like falling apart. That's the only thing that hurts about Zhongli. When you have a giant pillar in the way, a lot of times your characters just end up dying. So I was just like, oh no, he's gonna activate a shield. Luckily, I was able to do enough before they kind of did it. That one activated its shield, but it took so much damage that like one tap, it died. This one, Bandit Burst, Child Ultimate. They got knocked out because they were all like grouped together. And then Raiden kind of messed up. I was outside of Bennett Ultimate, which would have done more, but they were like so far away. But they have like no health, so it really doesn't matter. So I'm not really trying to play this ultimately, but you know, a few things to know on other people's accounts. Where just like ideally you want to try to be within the thing. That one was really bad on my part. I should have probably hit more enemies. I hit like one person. And pretty much like ultimating one person, like wasted a lot of these ultimates. I took a lot of time, like you just constantly see me just basically doing like that. Since I didn't even kill that guy, so I just eventually just turned into Child and just, you know, hit him down. But again, floor 9, so you don't have to be perfect once you have a pretty high level account. That messed up. Could have just, you know, pulled that down, do more damage, but then again, Hu Tao. And that guy's made out of ice, so he's just gonna die. I have like no health, so I'm doing like the maximum damage. Thought it was about to die, so I just went ahead and ultimate. Nine threes. Start out with the Raiden skill. Got my Bandit Burst. did the jangling thing properly this time, and there's so many enemies, so they just got to lead it with the child. And now I'm just running towards the other two enemies to finish up this floor. Ultimate on him, he's dead. Now I'm just like, where did the other guy go? He disappeared, so that was annoying. Pretty much wasted most of my ultimates because I was just trying to find him.
There is no escape.
And that's how you do it. Clear that floor. So here we are with floor 10. Pretty much I just went with the same team. I was just trying to get through this as fast as I could. Especially being really, really late at night. I think I had 4 hours to play this endgame. But let's go ahead and get this one started. As you see here, terrible cards, so I was just like, I don't know, I'll just pick something, but again, it's floor 10, so I didn't really care. Start out here, John Lee, get him pretty much stunned, Zing Show, hit with that ultimate so that way I can have that energy coming back. And then just Hu-Taoing all over the place, like everyone's just kind of getting like knocked out. I let my ultimate run out, so it did less damage, but Hu-Tao so powerful it didn't matter. Then I'm just trying to get on cops over here, gather up some people, so that way I don't get burned to death. But again, I got like Chong shield and all that stuff, so these guys can't really do anything to me. But you know, still, it's good to kind of play good, you know, to get through it as fast as I can, because I kind of have a time limit because it's like I don't want to be up all night long. Now we're here on the second floor, 10-1. Child, get 2 people at least. Jangling, ult, inside Bennett burst, and now riding. Yeah, that guy pretty much lost everything that he did. And I'm just going around, killing everyone. One hit, basically. And they didn't stand a chance. And that one was easily cleared. Now we're in 10-2. How we got the elemental burst right here, so I said, yeah, let me go ahead and take that so I do more damage. And this one's a gather up, so I'm just like, oh, nice, this one's gonna be easy. I missed that guy back there. Just trying to get like my ultimate up here. Now I can just Hu-Tao, lock over that. Constantly vaporizing. That guy tried to transform, but it wasn't. I didn't even know there was a disappear guy, but you know, the second he appeared in front of me, Hu-Tao killed him. Now we got Raiden, Bennett ult, see Child, I hit 2 at least, hit Jing Link inside of it, got that, pretty much taking him out since he's lightning and he's going to be resistant to like Raiden, so I'm just like, yeah, let me kill him quickly before he gets his shield. That one, unfortunately, he got his shield up, so I just went into Child, water all over him, now he has nothing, and just beat him down. Could have played that better, but you know, this is the easy floors. Elemental burst again, 10-3. These were annoying floors. Like, I remember when these guys first came out, the Disruptors, they were very, very annoying. I probably used a little too much stuff just to like knock them down, but yeah, as you see, it's kind of annoying. Like, you have to kind of kill them twice. Like, first they get almost killed, and then they're like, all right, now here's this thing, and now I'm going to activate all these annoying techniques. So, but, you know, Hu-Tao generally can just kind of get through everything. I'm not playing the greatest. I can kind of dodge a little better and kind of hit, but, you know, 4-10, and I'm tired. This one was kind of sad. I was just like, of course I'm fighting the water collector, so that just makes my child kind of useless. So this one took a while. At least get 3 vaporizes, but I used up all of my stuff again on the first before he transformed. This is the thing that I really need to worry about, so I should have probably saved some of this. And now I'm just having kind of trouble here. Just like, well, let me try to get my ultimates back. I got that one. trying to get Zhang but I'm just kind of just like doing his stuff. Child can't really do anything. There's really no reason to kind of then transform into him, but I'm just kind of like killing time until I get my ultimates. But as you see, I'm just kind of getting bounced around. There's not much I can do. I don't have a freeze enemy on my team, so this is gonna be a while. But at least got Zhangling in the ultimate. For some reason, I could not get Raiden's ultimate. Like, that's what I needed really badly, but it just would not come. Like I kept just trying to hit it and, you know, activate my skill, hoping I get some energy to eventually get it. I should have probably just used a lot of my other characters and got the energy from them and funneled it to Raiden, but I just didn't expect it to take that long, especially as much energy recharge as I have on it. I was just doing no damage, and then eventually, finally, I got past his level. And that was floor 10. Now here's where things start getting harder. And this is where I needed to kind of think a bit about how I wanted to do my team. I was just trying to find out what monsters I'm going to be fighting, so that way I could see like if my team could handle it. But eventually I decided on just going with my regular team. I was just like, yeah, they can handle that pretty well. Nothing's really kind of too hard. The biggest thing was just like the water people, I think on the 3rd floor, but Hu Tao will just blow those up easily. So Hu Tao first team, Raiden second team. We had that crit rate, crit damage. That one, always want to grab. This was the one thing that I didn't notice when looking at the cards. I did not know that floor 11 was protect the monolith, one of the most annoying things ever, and I did a terrible job on this first try. I just kind of just, well, I'm just gonna do ultimate, maybe that'll work. Where I kind of messed up was that I just didn't really attack the enemies, because like you just let them roam around, they will go to the monolith. But when this originally came out, it was like a lot harder, where there would be like some enemies that would just, no matter what you do, they would attack the monolith, and then there would be some enemies that would attack you. Now it's just like, as long as you hit them, they eventually usually go and attack you, so it's not as hard as it used to be. But I just wasn't prepared for it, so I just kind of like let people hit the monolith, and I was trying to kill people, and I was just doing a terrible job at it. Like, I'm hitting like one enemy, barely paying attention, just letting those guys just hit the monolith. It's just going further and further down. Get 3 stars, you need to have 60%. I'm already at 69% here, so it was not looking good for me. And I need to still kill 16 people. Well, 8 people, but yeah, with only 5%, it wasn't looking good. And yeah, I saw that I wasn't gonna make it, so I unfortunately had to restart. My first restart going through here, like, this is probably one of the hardest things, because I'm just like, oh, I'm protecting this monolith. Now let me play just slightly better. So here we go again. My Hu Tao being single target is kind of a hurtful here. Like, if I had a lot more stuff that had AoE, I could protect that a little better. But I was just trying to stay near the monolith, but watch the enemies that were around here. Like, that one I saw, was like, oh no, he's charging the monolith, let me use the Hu Tao ultimate, maybe I can stop him. Had Zhongli for that AoE damage. This one, I was just like, hopefully those lightnings don't hurt the monolith. So I was just trying to kill him real fast. But I did a lot better, like, you know, starting out this one, 83%. Where I think the other one I was like 79, so, you know, 4. Child hit at least 2 enemies. So doing better, doing better. Raiden took out 3. I'm just kind of frozen here, so that's not great, but at least he's too far away to hurt the monolith. Now we got Measlings, Bennett, Child. I hit 2. I should have probably Jangling, but I'm just messing up, I guess. I don't know why I'm not going into Jangling and Bennett Ultimate, because I had the thing. Now eventually I do it, but I'm not in a Bennett Ultimate, so it's weaker. So that was bad playing on my part. And I'm just kind of like shadowing all over the place. Only thing left is a shovel guy. Poor shovel guy. He can't really do much. Like, you can't even hurt the monolith. So as you see, 71%. I'm just kind of beating this guy up in a corner. He can't really even do anything. He can't even damage me. He's just kind of like, you know, eventually going to die. And there we go. 3 stars. Yay. We got the elemental burst. So that was good. This one, everyone's fire, so Hu Tao's kind of useless there, but the rest of my team's very good. We got Kazuha, Ultimate Slash, and then pretty much we have Xingqiu, so they're just kind of blowing up instantly because water on fire. And now we have Ice, where it's just like, guess what? Hu Tao's back. Great. I just hit them all with my ultimate, so that way they take a lot of damage. Wait for them to drop on the ground, and then I'm just charging it through them. But my ultimate ran out, so went to Zhongli, took that one out real quick, and I guess that guy thought he got away, but the Zhongli ultimate sort of hit him, so that was good. And then these guys are water, so Hu Tao again, and just kind of going through. Then we got an ice guy, which is like, oh man, Hu Tao just having the time of her life. But ran out of ultimate, took some Zhongli, did a little bit of Kazuha, get some swirls, and then just Hu Tao for the finish. Second half, floor 11. This one, pretty much just kind of start out with the regular, have Child in there. Almost ran out, then I Zhangling ultimate. I got Raiden, I'm inside the Bennett ultimate still. We just took that guy out. And pretty much like killing these guys very easily. And now we have these 2. These guys are annoying. Pretty much. You need to kind of kill them roughly at the same time, because when one of them dies, the other one like powers up, basically turns into a Super Saiyan. And they're just harder to kill. But I got Child hitting them both, so they're just taking like double damage. That's real nice. Got Raiden. Pretty much just kill one. So the other one, like as you see, he's like, oh, I'm about to turn Super Saiyan, but I took him out with Raiden before he didn't have the chance. These cards are terrible, and so I think I went Elemental Resistance. These guys are annoying. Like, Zhongli's very good against them because at least it like stuns them. They like fly away. They're like little balloons. Like the closer you get, the farther they try to get away from you. Once I had a lot of people on me, I just like Hu Tao and hit everybody. That took pretty much most of them. Now I'm just kind of like charging through to try to kill them. But as you see, still not really dying. I do not like these guys, but at least I just do a lot of damage. So if I do hit them, they die. And now we're finally on the water people. These, I think there was a spiral of this earlier on that these were more annoying, but you know, now this is kind of like the baby version of like a lot of the annoying spiral abysses back in the past. So, you know, I'm just kind of like Hu Taoing all 3 of these guys. Got Zhongli, got an ultimate, free shield, so now just Hu Tao's getting stronger. I'm also at 50%, so I'm doing the most damage that I can. I'm just like, you know, killing those guys easily. And floor 11, 3. This one, I always activated the Jingling inside of ultimate right. Doing that. I kind of messed up because I just thought I could attack their shields, and it turns out no, but I basically child because I saw like everybody was here, so you see they're just like melting because they're all gathered up with, that's how the more people that are around child, the more damage he can do. So a lot of people just don't realize that he's pretty good, so I like using him with my riding. And easily cleared that one. And now we're on floor 12. This one, what I was attempting to do was have Raiden, Child, Jingling, and Bennett for the Magu Kinkis, because that was what I heard was the most annoying thing in this Spiral Abyss. I was thinking that was the first one. I was wrong. Basically, that's the second one. The first one, you just fight 2 Geo Bishops, which are pretty easily beatable. Like, I took them out, as you'll see, pretty easily. So, unfortunately, Hu Tao had to deal with the Magu Kinki, so, you know, let's find out how I did there. So here we are, 12-1. We have the wolves that give you corrosive, annoying, completely missed with Child. That was hurtful. But he's got Jingling on him, and hit right in, hit 2 wolves. That one kind of got knocked out the way with the overload, but I took him out. Oh, nope, I didn't. He disappeared. Disappearing is the thing that I just keep missing all throughout the Spiral Abyss. These guys were kind of annoying. Like, I couldn't. Took a while to take them down. I think they're lightning, so Raiden's having a little bit of issues with them. So this was actually pretty tough. Like, I was just kind of taking damage. Tried to get them to gather up so that way I could hit them with Child. Did successful. Got him with that one. Trying to get Raiden. Using Bennett here. Skill. Now I'm just trying to get my ultimates back, because they're just trying to like corrosive me to death. Eventually I got that back. Now I'm kind of backing up because I know I got Raiden ultimate. I pretty much own that one. Now I'm just trying to beat this one up in the corner, and I didn't. And now we have Hu Tao's turn. It's a little easier here because I got Zhongli to stop them. Kazu also group them using that, so they're just kind of like getting destroyed, and then Hu Tao just kind of finishes them off. Got one there, but at least rocked the other guy. I think just 3 showed up, so. But I killed the first 3 so fast that it just looked like the other ones that popped up were part of the original 3. So I'm beating up on the little guy, going after the big guy. Zhongli, get my shield back. He's stunned. Cosmo ultimate. I got fire, so Hu Tao's even stronger. Had to wait for my ultimate there. And now I am just beating him up really badly. And 3-star. Yeah, crit and crit damage. I always pretty much take that one. That one's just nice. This one I'm just like, oh no, my Bennett's kind of dying. That's not good. I didn't have Child ultimate, so I just kind of used his E. You don't want to stay in it too long, otherwise it's hard to get back in it. But my character's being that strong, I don't usually have to worry about that. But I just try to like not stay in that too long if I don't have to. Got Ben ultimate, Jingling inside. Now I'm just kind of like letting Bennett heal up so that way I don't die when I go to like the next floor. And then I just went into Child, and since that guy was made out of fire, easily took him out. Now, here is 12-2. which I'm just like, oh, this is the Manga King. Well, I kind of messed up, but again, this team has a lot of AoE damage, so I think I'm gonna do alright. Plus, you know, my Hu Tao's very strong. Kazuha, setting things up. We got like water everywhere, so just vaporize swirls. You just saw, like, after I did that ultimate, like, pretty much took like a quarter of their health. Strong Li is hitting. That hurt them pretty badly. Kazuha again. Now we got fires. We also have Xing for the vaporize. And I'm just like destroying everybody. Now there's just like one. I'm just kind of like swinging my thing because like Xing sword's just home and attack, so he had no help. And now for Chamber 3. This one I wasn't really too worried about. I'm like, oh, I got past the Mango Kinky, so I got a little overconfident. I'm just like, I'm clearly easily beat whatever they have at me. That was unfortunate. You saw right there. I did the Raiden ultimate, but I didn't know about the shields that just block anything. I'm just like, that's not fair. So it stopped like my main big attack. So eventually I got behind it, and I got not a very good child ultimate, but I made up with the Raiden a bit, but it didn't crit, so it didn't do a lot of damage, but pretty much took that out. And then I'm just like, oh no, lightning wolves. Well, that makes my Raiden not as powerful, but I'm like, oh, I still got this. I mean, it's just, you know, 2 wolves, so I can easily take them out, right? I hit them, I hit both of them, so I'm like, yeah, you know, doing good, just doing the thing, using Bennett, got Zhang. And then I'm just, you know, another Bennett ultimate, so I'm like, yeah, nothing's going, but, see, the problem here was that I didn't really look at my health. Like, if you just constantly see him just constantly getting hit by all of these wolves, to where Bennett died, and I'm just like, oh, that's not good. So I just lost my healer using Raiden, and now Raiden got hit, so I'm just like, okay, well, it's not looking good. Then I'm just like, well, now I'm just down to Child, transformed into its skill form. I'm just trying to hit it. I'm like, Chang Ling's already about to die, so I'm just like, well, this is not good. And I'm just trying to bite it, and now I'm like, uh-oh, Child might die. So I'm just like, well, let me get fire and maybe vaporize, and that somehow worked. And I'm like, yes, that could have been played a whole lot better. And now we're on the last floor, where we have wolves, but this is pretty much the AoE team, so I'm like, I'm not too worried. Plus, I'm not going to underestimate them like I did that first floor. So Hu Tao's just doing work. I don't really care about damage too much because, you know, the lower damage, the better for Hu Tao. Plus I'll just get the shield. Xing should be able to heal me. And I'm just like going in on this wolf. And then I was just like, oh, there's robots? Oh, yes, this is just easy. Like, I can easily take them out. If you notice, I only have like 18 seconds, otherwise I'm not going to 3-star this. But when I saw robots, I'm just like, I don't even care. I know I got this. I'm just going to Hu Tao all over the place. And there we go. 3 stars, every floor, beat it all. So that was my run, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Let me know if you want to see more spiral attempt runs. I'm going to probably be trying to row for Ito on this account later on, so feel free to check out my rows. That video should probably be coming out here later on. Yeah. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also hit that bell icon. Talk to you guys later.